Welcome to Sapphire One Accounts Receivable Transaction Inquiry. By selecting the Transaction Inquiry under Receivables, we've got the ability to go and sort any of the columns. So here, by just simply clicking on them more than once, it will sort them the other way around. If we select a particular client ID and then we hold our finger on the Command key and select the common ID, we can show a subset here. We've gone and shown a subset of all the client records. I can double click and I can drill down and look at that particular client. I can select them all by going Command A, and I can arrow through each record and I can quickly use them. I can also use the keyboard command for this. I've got the ability to go to Setup and swap to Custom Inquiry, and by swapping to the Custom Inquiry, here I can go to Setup and I can select any field from the table within the transaction inquiry. Here I want to add the client name and I click OK, and now I drag the client name over beside the ID, make that a little bit wider, and I've got the client name. If I close out of there and come back in now, it'll save. So you can set it up a unique inquiry screen for any inquiry screen in Sapphire One and set it up the way that you want. Here I've dragged the original total over beside the client name, so I've got the original total of the transaction. I close out, I come back into the transaction inquiry now, and I go in and you can see that I've got the original total over here beside the client name. If I click on export, it'll export it dynamically straight to Apple numbers for me, and I can link that to whatever spreadsheet I want, and that's inbuilt using the export function bottom right hand corner. I can swap back to the standard inquiry, and by selecting a particular transaction or selecting find by using the command F, I can go and find a particular client. Here I want to find all the clients that start with A, and I've shown a subset of all those customers within a transaction inquiry. Thank you for taking the time to watch Sapphire One Transaction Inquiry Accounts. This has been demonstrated using Sapphire's Bondi Blue.